Hello and welcome to Science Monitor. Through this program, we aim to acquaint you with the important events, developments and activities happening all around the country pertaining to science and technology. In addition to this, we also aim to enrich your scientific quest from different angles and perspectives on various subjects from time to time. And not to forget the special focus on the Indian scientists making their mark globally in the field of science, technology and research. So let's start our program with a quick preview of what all is in store for you. 51 Padma Awards announced in the field of engineering and medicine on the eve of 65th Republic Day. Gurkha Research Institute, Pune completes its 50 years. Science Film Festival Rashtriya Vigyan Chalchitra Mela begins in Bengaluru. And we'll take a deeper look at the development of science and technology in Jammu in our segment In Depth. And now the news in detail. Every year on the eve of Republic Day, prestigious Padma Awards are announced by the Government of India. This year too, 127 Padma Awards were announced, out of which 51 were awarded in the field of science, engineering and medicine. Let us take a look at the report for more details.
Padma Awards are our country's highest civilian awards and are conferred to people in three different categories, namely Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. These awards are conferred on people for the exceptional work done by them in different categories including art, social work, science and engineering, trade and industry, literature and education, sports, civil service and many more. Of the 127 recipients, 51 awards in total have been conferred in the field of science and engineering and medicine, with 22 going to people from the field of science and engineering and 29 participants are from the field of medicine. This means that this year, 4 out of 10 Padma recipients belong to science and engineering and medicine category, which is the highest number of recipients for any field in a single year. Padma Vibhushan recipient Dr. Raghunath A. Mashelkar is a well-known name in the field of science who has won many laurels in the field of thermodynamics. At the same time, Professor Padmanabhan Balaram, the director of Indian Institute of Science, has been bestowed upon with Padma Bhushan. Professor Balaram's main area of research has been investigation of the structure, conformation and biological activity of natural peptides. The names of other Padma Bhushan awardees are Dr. Radhakrishnan Kopillil and late Dr. Anumolu Ramakrishna. Dr. T. Ramasamy, Secretary of Department of Science and Technology, has also been chosen for the coveted Padma Vibhushan Award. There has been a constant increase in the number of Padma recipients from the field of science and engineering and medicine since year 2009. Recently, it has been declared that well-known scientist Professor C.N. Rao will be honored with Bharat Ratna. These efforts will definitely lure more and more youth of our country towards the field of science and technology.
Moving on now. There is no dearth of talent and skill in our country, but sometimes it does get curbed due to poor economic conditions. In order to help deserving candidates from all backgrounds, the government has launched India Inclusive Innovation Fund, where such people would be given a chance. Let us find out more in this report.
In order to encourage innovation and to solve the problems of citizens at the bottom of the economic pyramid in India, we now have a new option, named India Inclusive Innovation Fund or IIIF. This fund seeks to solve the problems of those citizens who have the talent but have no funds to use it for their benefit. This fund has been set up by the collective efforts of the National Innovation Council and the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. IIIF has been given a nod by the Union Cabinet and it will be operationalized within 2 months.
इंडिया इंक्लूसिव इनोवेशन फंड है, ये हमने इसलिए इसको बनाया है कि जो हमारी जनता है, हमारे जो सिटीजन्स हैं, जो बॉटम हाफ में आते हैं, जो अंडर प्रिविलेज्ड हैं, हम ये चाहते हैं कि उनके तरफ हम इनोवेटिव आइडियाज़, इनोवेटिव सॉल्यूशंस दें, जिसमें कि उनकी जो नीड्स हैं वो सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी और ये चैरिटी से ना सॉल्व हों, बट वो तो खैर होती रहेंगी, बट उसके अलावा इस तरह से सॉल्व हों कि वो स्केलेबल हो।
Under IIIF, those ideas and proposals will be given importance that will benefit not just industries but people from middle and lower income groups. These proposals could be related to fields of importance to common man like health, nutrition, agriculture, education, energy, water conservation, cleanliness, etc. Like Jaipur footworking in the field of artificial limbs or idea of cheaper sanitary napkins brought about by Murunganatham from Arunachal Pradesh, innovations like these will not help in creating jobs but also help improve living standards of people. IIIF hopes to give directions to many such innovative projects in the near future. Right now, an amount of 500 crore rupees has been earmarked for IIIF, of which the union government will contribute 20% or 100 crore rupees, while the balance 80% will come from public sector banks, financial institutions, insurance companies and development agencies. This 500 crore fund, however, may be increased to 5,000 crore rupees in the next 24 months after reviewing its widespread reach.
Gurkha Research Institute, situated in Pune, completed its 50 years on 24th of January this year. On this occasion, a special lecture on dinosaurs and fossils was organized. Many distinguished research scientists were present on the occasion to discuss and debate on the evolution and evolvement of dinosaurs.
Gurkha Research Institute, which was established in 1964 at Pune, completed its Golden Jubilee this year. On this occasion, distinguished scientists from all over the country were present here. Dr. Dhananjay Mohabe, the renowned scientist, was also present as the key speaker at the event. The primary objective of this institute is to provide opportunities for independent researchers. In the last 50 years, this institute has made many important researches. Dr. Dhananjay Mohabe, also known as the country's dinosaur man, gave a lecture on late Cretaceous dinosaurs in India, diversity, habitat and extinction. In his address, he stated that the maximum dinosaur remains in India have been found in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, Kheda in Gujarat and Pisdura in Maharashtra. The first ever discovery of a dinosaur remain was made close to Jabalpur by W.H. Sleeman of Bengal Army in the year 1828. 4 years later, the remains were termed as those of dinosaurs. He said that most remains found in Jabalpur, Kheda and Pisdura were sent by the Britishers to the London Museum. Some were taken to South Africa and the rest of the remains were put together in the Kolkata Museum. Many research related to dinosaurs is currently going on and the scientists in India are devoted in unraveling the mysteries of the fossils. There is a hope that new discoveries would be made which would clarify many doubts.
And the 4th National Science Film Festival, that is Rashtriya Vigyan Chalchitra Mela, has kick-started in Bangalore on 29th of Jan and it will last till 2nd of Feb. The festival is designed to expand the public understanding of science, technology, environment and health. Selected films are being screened at the festival and will compete for the Golden Beaver and Silver Beaver Awards. Let us find out more in this report.
The prime objective of the National Science Film Festival being organized in Bangalore is to promote science in the field of visual media. A total of 34 films will be screened this year, which are divided into 4 categories: popular science films, short documentaries, animated films and films directed by students and amateurs. This festival would provide opportunities for the people who are interested to work in the field and a workshop has been organized for the same. This workshop would focus on making people understand the working of visual medium associated with science. In order to stimulate their production, the films inspired by the field of science and technology will be given credit and awarded at the closing ceremony of this festival. Another step taken by this film festival is noteworthy, which allows the school children to present the science-based film produced by them. This would ensure the active participation and inquisitiveness among children towards science.
Well, it is time time for a very short break, but there is much more coming up after the break, so keep watching Science Monitor. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. This year, Indian Science Congress is being organized in Jammu from 3rd to 7th of February and would be inaugurated by Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. The theme of the Congress is Innovations in Science and Technology for Inclusive Development. Indian National Congress will not only highlight the city of Jammu on the national scientific map, but also help in tracing the scientific developments in the city. Let's take a deeper look at this in our segment In Depth.
Jammu, the winter capital of Jammu and Kashmir, is an important tourist destination of India. It is known and revered as City of Temples. However, over the last decade, the city is also seen to be as an important destination for research and education. On the national scenario, it is emerging fast as a city that has made some significant contributions to the science education and research. Academia, policymakers and the scientists are working hand in glove to achieve significant milestones and make an impact. J&K State Council for Science and Technology endeavours to harness the potential of science and technology as an instrument of socio-economic change. It funds various research projects that are important to do basic science and strives to ensure that efforts in science and technology are not only restricted to scientific laboratories and academic institutions but percolate to the grassroots, so that science, technology and innovation increasingly become part of the everyday life of the state. Jammu has been a venue for various scientific programs in the last few years and has hosted various national and international conferences in various scientific disciplines in order to expose the youngsters to nuances of modern science. It now boasts of some premier institutions in science, technology and education. Some of the premier engineering colleges are located in the heart of the city. The Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, is an engineering institute. It offers the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Sciences, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering and Electrical Engineering. The University of Jammu holds an important position today as one of the leading universities of India and is accredited as A University by UGC. Scientists and professors at the university are members of various learned scientific bodies and recipients of various prestigious awards and recognitions. This has helped in building infrastructure and develop state-of-the-art facilities across various laboratories on the campus. Faculty of Life Sciences at Jammu University has many departments working under a single umbrella. Under the umbrella of Faculty of Science, departments of Botany, Chemistry, Environmental Science, Physics, GIS and Information Sciences operate and are involved in teaching and cutting-edge research of regional and national significance. Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine is a state-of-the-art research institute situated on the Canal Road of Jammu. The laboratory was established in 1941 as a research and production center known as Drug Research Laboratory of Jammu and Kashmir State and was later taken over by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research of Government of India in December 1957 as Regional Research Laboratory Jammu. In view of its core strength in natural products-based drug discovery, the mandate of institute was redefined in 2005 and its name changed to Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine. The current mandate of IIIM is to discover new drugs and therapeutic approaches from natural products, both of plant and microbial origin, enabled by biotechnology to develop technologies, drugs and products of high value for the national and international markets. Sri Mata Vaishno Devi University College of Sciences at Katra, Jammu is another upcoming university in the area. Within few years of its establishment, the university has already made its mark. The university is catering to needs of many students and has hosted several Inspire programs fully funded by Department of Science and Technology to attract young bright minds to take up science as a career. Faculty of Sciences offers courses leading to the awards of MSc programs in various fields including physics, mathematics and biotechnology. Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University in Rajouri is also doing exemplary research work in natural sciences. Sher-e-Kashmir University of Agricultural Sciences and Technology of Jammu came into existence on 20th September 1999. The university inherited few assets and staff deployed at various stations and substations from Regional Agricultural Research Station, Rajouri. The university has several zonal and regional centers carrying out research in regional crop plants and improvement of local varieties. Science and Technology Council Jammu, through the operation of various schemes, conducts science popularization programs like Children's Science Congress, brainstorming sessions, extension lectures, publication of popular science magazine, conducts science talent promotion tests, confers awards to young scientists, provides fellowships, assistance to scientists, sponsors research projects for the development of scientific temper and overall development of the state. With support from all over and interest of Government of India through various schemes, Jammu is going to be the destination next in sciences in North India. Jammu is hosting the Indian Science Congress, an important event for every person who is involved in some scientific activity or endeavour in February 2014.
Moving on now, farmers have to depend heavily on the phosphate-based fertilizers, as plants are incapable of extracting sufficient amount of phosphates from the soil due to its high reactivity with the other substances. However, a new research by an Indian professor might prove to be good news for farmers in this case. Professor Atul Johri of JNU has discovered something which can help the plants to extract phosphates from the soil itself. Let us see how that is possible.
Phosphate is an important element for the growth of the plants and it is found aplenty on our earth as well. But phosphate being very active, it forms complexes easily with other elements found inside the soil. Thus, plants are not able to assimilate phosphate in the soil and their growth gets retarded. Hence, it is the nutrient that limits crop production throughout the world. But soon, science will provide a solution for this. Scientists have discovered a gene of a special fungus named Piriformospora indica, after whose transfer into the plant, they would be able to get phosphate from the soil.
Phosphate available is one of the most abundant element actually on this planet, but it available in the soil in the form of organic phosphate or phytate as inorganic form. Inorganic form is like 10 to 15%, organic phosphate is like 80 to 90%, and that organic form is not available to the plant.
The roots of Piriformospora indica, a fungus discovered by Jawaharlal Nehru University, can easily reach deep into the soil. The phosphate transfer gene present in the fungus provides the plant with phosphate, which ultimately leads to better crop growth. In return, plant provides the fungus with essential carbohydrates. While in the absence of this fungus, plants are not able to take up phosphate from the soil and their growth gets affected.
This fungus is helping the plant in getting more biomass and disease resistance, as well as in the nutrient improvement under the nutrient limiting conditions. For example, in my lab, what we are doing basically, we are looking how this fungus helps the host plant in getting more phosphate from the soil under phosphate limiting conditions.
On the other hand, this fungus named Piriformospora indica also prepares a special enzyme called phosphatase, which converts carbonic phosphate present in the soil into an acarbonic solution form. It is this form of phosphate that plants are able to use for their growth. Now, scientists are looking for a method by which they can directly put this gene for phosphatase enzyme into the plants so that plants will be able to take up phosphate from the soil without even the help of this fungus. At the same time, the need for phosphate fertilizers could be reduced as well.
This fungus also extracellularly secrete enzyme called phosphatases, which actually solubilize the insoluble form of phosphate in the soil, thereby it provides after cellulization the same phosphate to the plant actually, which plant cannot take. What we are trying to do, if we make the transgenic plant with this phosphatases from the fungus, so plant can make their own extracellularly secrete this enzyme, and it can utilize the same organic phosphate which was not available to the plant, now can be available, because plant itself is going to solubilize that and can utilize its own. So this is one of the biggest advantage.
The structure of phosphate transporter gene has been published by JNU Professor Atul Johari and Professor Robert Strout from California University in the international journal Nature. Besides, how exactly does this fungus help plants? This study has been published in another journal named Journal of Biological Chemistry. At the moment, many more studies are ongoing for this fungus, on the basis of which it has been hoped that it will not only prove to be beneficial for the plants, but the structure of phosphate transporter will also help us find cure for many diseases like diabetes and cancer.
History has shaped science as it is today. The important developments of the past have added to our better understanding of many phenomena, and they have solved our problems through timely innovations and discoveries. And how the past week has fared in this area, we will get to see in our special segment, History of Science.
On 28 January 1925, the famous Indian scientist Raja Ramanna was born. He is known for his leadership in directing the Indian nuclear program. In 1974, India's first nuclear device was tested under his supervision in Pokhran, Rajasthan. He has held important positions like the Secretary, Department of Atomic Energy and Director General of Defense Research and Development Organization, and made efforts to endow the country with sufficient nuclear energy. Renowned Canadian chemical engineer Lewis Urry was born on 29 January 1927. He invented the alkaline battery and lithium battery to increase the capacity of an ordinary battery. For this, he used manganese oxide and zinc powder in an alkaline medium and produced the alkaline battery, which could last 40 times longer than the zinc carbon battery. On 30th January 1899, the famous South African virologist Max Thiele was born. He developed a powerful vaccine against yellow fever at the time when Western Africa was suffering severely from its epidemic. With the help of this vaccine, this disease was controlled and eradicated within a span of 7 years, and Max Thiele was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in the year 1951. American chemist Theodore William Richards was born on 31st January 1868. He discovered methods for determining the atomic weights for many chemical elements, which helped the scientists in their research of isotopes. For his contribution, Richards was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in the year 1914. On 1st February 2003, the country tragically lost its first ever woman astronomer, Kalpana Chawla. Due to technical faults, the Columbia Space Shuttle was disintegrated while re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. This disaster also caused the death of the 7 other crew members.
So how do you find our program, Science Monitor? Well, do send in your views and suggestions to us. Our email address is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us. Our address is Vigyan Prasar, C24, Kutub Institutional Area, New Delhi, 110016. That is all for today in Science Monitor, but we will meet next week with more information and news. Till then, namaskar and think scientific.